Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So you have your Tesla and you want to install the wall charger like one of these guys right here. Well, so do I, and I'm going to try to do it the easy way. So if you have a washer and dryer connection or a RV connection, I'm going to try to do it a way which will make it simpler for the both of us. So stick around, watch to the end, and let's get it going. So first things first, I went ahead and bought one of these guys. This is a RV plug. So it's got the little rings you can pull out and all that kind of stuff. It's got the 4 prongs which will plug into the plug that I was talking about earlier, and I will have it in my Amazon below, so if you want to go buy one, check it out there. Alright, so this is the Tesla wall connector. So this one will give you up to 48 amps, I believe, of charging. So the mobile charger that I got gives you 32. If you have an older Tesla, you'll get around, what, 20 something, I believe. I have a new 2026 Model Y Juniper, so my mobile charger gives me 32. So this gives you 48, so a little bit of a bump above. Not too much, but still worth. This is a permanent mounting one, so this is like the one that you would mount and never move away. Whereas the mobile charger, the whole point of it is to kind of like keep in your car and take with you. So let's, ooh, fancy. So here's the charger itself. It looks fancy. So this is going to be a 240 charger. So if you're looking to plug this into a 110, you completely wasted your money. This is not what this is for. So this is for like 240, what they call level 2 charging, I believe. This is like the most you can go with level 2 charging, pretty much. Level 1 being like 110. Level 3 being like super charging, like what you see at Buc-ee's and all that stuff. So they do give you some instructions here. There's like a little QR code on it, it looks like. Looks like there's a mounting plate and all that, so I'm sure it'll come with instructions. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box. Customer setup, configuration client, okay. Quick start guide, more labels. And of course it's for the NACS, which is what they call the Tesla, the NACS. So they give you a little template here. So you'll put this on the wall where you want to mount it, and you'll use these holes to drill for the mounting plate. So that's cool. They give you like a little cardboard template. All right, so this back part is just pressure fitted in there. I had to kind of yank on a little bit. Oh, I guess that's what this strap is for. So this little plastic strap that comes with it is so you can rip out the back of this guy. And so you can see there's prong connections there. This is the female end, and then the male end of the prong connections are here and here. So I assume we're going to be mounting this guy, and then this guy will just plug right into it. So it looks like they give you the screws to mount this guy, as well as the bit to mount it. That's pretty cool. A zip tie, a couple other random screws. But this guide will still be useful. So this kind of runs you through how to install this guy, which we'll do right now. Now I have some 6-4 wire. So in other words, it's 6 gauge wire, 4 wires. You can see it's got the different colors in there: red, green, white, black. And I got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of it. So I'm going to cut it back a little bit. That way I can land it in this plate that Tesla gave here, or at least prepare to land it. But of course I'm going to mount this first on the wall, run this in the bottom. They have a little grommet down here that you can run it in, run it up into the box, and land it on these spots. So let's do that now. All right, so we got the plug side wired up. So I'm just gonna put the case back on it, and this part will be good to go. All right, so essentially this cable is what we got so far. Now to prepare the other end to go into the Tesla module. All right, got the back panel of the Tesla charger done. You can see you use that little funky bit that they give you in the bag with the box. So you'll use that bit to tighten and loosen these lugs. They have everything marked, so ground L2, L1, L1 and L2 being your power circuits, of course, so 110, 110, or 120, 120 making your 240, and of course your ground. The neutral is not used in the Tesla. Alright, so here is my RV plug, which is a 240 4-prong plug. I currently have my mobile charger, as you can see. So I'll unplug this guy. So I'm going to mount the charger on top of this, or not on top, but above. So we'll call it about right here, should be good. I almost forgot. So in the instructions, they tell you to grab a 3/16 drill bit and drill the holes you want to use for mounting. So the cord's obviously in the way of the middle one down here, so I'm gonna drill these two, and that's how I'm gonna mount it. It should be pretty sturdy. And it's plastic, so it drills out pretty quick. Alright, there they are. Now we'll grab our impact. So we are ready to install the bolts for this thing. They give you these kind of panhead looking bolts, and once again you'll use that funky adapter they gave you. So you'll notice that it has connectors on here like I showed you earlier, and the male's on here. Now make sure it's not plugged in or wired in if you're hardwiring it. And we'll attach this guy and go ahead and put in one screw up there. Alright, it's one. We got 3 more to go. We will do the "that's not going anywhere" test. And it doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. Alright, let's wrap up the Tesla cord, which is fighting me. Alright, cord's put up, so now the only thing left to do is get the mobile charger out of the way and plug this in and see if it works. Alright, plugged it in. You can see the power is plugged in here. Got green lights here on the charger, so I think it's good to go. So the only thing to do is plug it in and see if it works. So here's the Tesla right now. It's not charging or anything, so let's plug it in and boop. Alright, so I heard a click. So what we do want to do here is decrease the amp output real fast, because I only have a 50 amp breaker right now, so I lowered it to 38 amps. And as you can see, it's taking a charge. So right now I'm getting about 15 miles per hour, 27 miles an hour, 31 miles an hour. And so you can see it's at 33 out of 48 amps, so it's going to ramp up to 30. There it goes, 38 amps. So now I'm getting 37 miles back an hour. So what I can do is I can put a so you don't want, so this charger is capable of going to 48 amps. So you want to go above, like, I know the breaker you could technically get a 50 amp, but you're right there at the cusp, and most electricians will tell you to go above that. There's a rule of thumb, I don't remember what it is, but you want to get at least a 60 amp breaker, and you also want to make sure that your breaker can take this, so, or your breaker box. So once I get a 60 amp breaker, double pole breaker, I can bump up to the full 48 amps, but for now I'm going to hang around 38 amps and see how it does. So right now I'm getting around 37 miles an hour on charging. So as you can see, I got it plugged in, it's working, it's got the little green light on there. What's cool about this setup, I like the plug over doing it hardwired, because I can still use this plug for other things like a welder, my RV, different things like that. Like I can unplug it and still use it. For the most part, it's always going to be plugged into the Tesla charger when I come home every day from work. But this allows you to kind of like use a plug for multiple purposes. If you have, if you're using like a dryer connection or something like that to the 50 amp plug for your car, you can do the same thing, and that way you can swap back and forth relatively easily. And the little finger things on the plug, these guys allow easy access to like pull it out. So anyways, that worked out pretty good. Well guys, I hope that helped you out a lot. That's how I did it. The better thing to do would be to hardwire it, but if you want multi-use of the plug you're going to use for that charger, this is how I did it, and it seems to be working all right. So hopefully that was helpful. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe, you know what to do guys, help me out. See you in the next one. Bye.